Welcome, members. Just wanted to make a spring update from the garden for you. It is sunset, my favorite time to be alive in the garden here on a Friday at the end of March. And wanted to begin with just a couple prefaces. The first one, as per usual, is gratitude for you and for everyone who is making this possible together with us, especially as we've been undergoing some changes in the past month, changing our pickup day and trying these new add-ons and all the speed bumps that come along with trying to implement new systems. So we're grateful for everyone bearing with us as we transition and transform how we're doing things to create a better CSA for all of us. So that's the first preface. The second one is sort of a refocusing on the why we're doing this, and there's many reasons that community-supported agriculture and small localized food growing makes sense, but I know for myself personally, in these times where we're continuing to feel the ripples of massive change around us and the great uncertainty of the time that we live in, refocusing on the value of creating resilient local food systems. And that is not simple, and what we're doing is not at all even an answer to that, but it's an exploration in that direction, an incredibly imperfect exploration in that direction, but an attempt nonetheless, and something that we're co-creating together. And I hope this is just the beginning of our own collective journey in building local resilience in a way that is also transforming the many layers of injustice that exist in our social fabric. And there's no doubt, though, that this work has to happen, and though we don't know the way forward, we know we have to do it. So we're grateful for you doing that with us. Without any further ado, we will continue to explore those questions, I think, but today I just wanted to share an image of what is going on here in March in the garden. We're coming towards the end of the month, and March, again, is a bit of this transitional space as days swing between real summery to a little wintry. Again, this weekend, for example, we've got another 2 frosts coming in along with some very strong winds, so we're not out of the woods yet. And in this time, we're also, as is always happening in the garden, we are working towards what's coming towards us. You know, we're always having to be actually working in relationship to the couple months ahead of us, right? So right now, while it's early spring, all of our spring stuff is in the ground. You know, our carrots, our peas, our broccolini, the different head lettuce, the last of our beets, spring onions, you know, so on and so forth. All that stuff is in the ground so that, you know, as we head into full spring, it has time to come to maturity before the real heat sets in. So March has been a lot of planting, a lot of continuing to prepare beds. We've got all our potatoes in. And as we come to the end of March, and you know, we've really got all of our spring vegetables in the garden, which are super delicious, and which will sort of come to a fast crescendo as the summer heat really arrives in May, and spring things begin to peter out. We also here in the end of March are starting to think towards summer, and as was in a previous little video, starting some of our first tomatoes, and then cucumbers and eggplant. We started some today, and basil. So March also beginning to start the first plants that will be for our summer crops, and as April rolls in, and a rough estimate of the last frost around April 10th, some of those summer crops begin to go in the ground. So March has been a beautiful time out here, and we're feeling good about the coming spring here in the garden, and hope that you'll get a share in the bounty with us, and perhaps come out and say hi sometime. Please, if you have any questions or feedback, do send those along through an email, through the order form. We'd love to hear from you. So be well, and we'll see you soon.